Harris believes she was loyal to Biden, but says the feeling wasn't mutual. Listen to this, y'all. Loyalty is one of the underlying themes in Harris's book. It's even laid out in one of the introduction quotes before the memoir begins from Kendrick Lamar's DNA. I got loyalty. I got royalty inside my DNA. Yes, she did quote Kendrick Lamar. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Harris writes of times that Biden, his family, and his senior staff in the West Wing questioned whether Harris was loyal, while her own frustrations mounted from the president's staff not speaking up to defend her from outside criticism. Haters. In the tumultuous weeks after Biden's disastrous debate performance last summer, oh God, it was so hard to watch. When high profile Democrats began to question his ability to beat Trump, First Lady Jill Biden pulled aside Harris's husband, second gentleman Doug Emhoff, to ask if they were standing by the Bidens. Harris says that irked Emhoff, her husband. In another instance, 2 months into Harris's bid, right as she was about to get on the debate stage, Harris writes that Biden called her. He wished her luck, but then spent time on the call asking if she was bashing him to power brokers. Mm-mm-mm. And see, all this questioning, is it because, was that what you were doing behind her back, Biden and Biden's people? What do they say? A hit dog hollers. Uh-huh. Was it your guilt? Yeah. I just couldn't understand why he would call me right now and make it all about himself, she writes. Of course he did. Because he wasn't really for you. At the end of the day, he's white. I hate to say that. A spokesperson for Biden declined to comment. She doesn't directly say that Biden shouldn't have run for a second term. I'm not saying all white men are like that. No, I'm not going to say that. But at the end of the moment, yeah. She doesn't directly say that Biden shouldn't have run for second term. Harris doesn't make any comment in the book on whether Biden should have run for a second term at all. She defends his mental capacity to serve as president, but writes that Biden's staff mismanaged his fatigue and worsened the issue. Hmm. By the time last summer's debate debacle came around and questions mounted on whether Biden should stay in the race, she says she was in the worst position to tell Biden to drop out. He would see it as a naked ambition, perhaps as poisonous disloyalty, even if my only message was, don't let the other guy win, Harris writes. She writes that she perhaps should have told Biden in the aftermath of the debate to drop out, but that maybe he was right to think voters would support him in a second match against Trump. In the end, Harris says it was Joe and Jill's decision. But Harris acknowledges in the book that it was recklessness to leave the decision of whether Biden should drop out to the Bidens themselves. It should have been more than a personal decision.